intelligent made device rather than a hunk of rock with a funny shadow on it that NASA told us, another lie. Once again, you have to remember it. These people cannot tell the truth. In days past, they were called the sons of Belial, the ones that could not tell the truth. We have to consider them our enemy. Next, this fellow. Yes, they do have bases on Mars.
Have you heard of that possibly these graves are part of the experiments which our government are doing under base of taking the synthetics and all these creatures that perhaps they're manufacturing?
No, sir. I can tell you right now that's not so. They have a copper oxide for a blood, similar to an octopus, a cephalopod, or an insect, or a spider. Another thing is their chromosomal structure is totally different. Their cellular structure is totally different. No, sir, that's not true at all.
Are there any good aliens up there? Some people think that perhaps...
Probably so. There's supposedly a group from, that I've heard from different sources, fairly accurate sources at that some of them came from the Pleiades, but right now they're supposedly having an all-out war with the Greys, and they had to leave us, and they left us anywhere from a couple of years ago to 4 years ago. I haven't really studied that in. I've been talking about other things lately, so...
Some people think they're here to rescue us if that whole thing blows up.
Don't count on it. Question?
Can you give out your internet address to access the information you're downloading?
No, sir, I cannot do that. You'll have to go through the internet and do it yourself. That would be giving myself away to the beast, and I can't do that. Question?
Is it possible that this gentleman here in front here made a statement regarding the attitude of a lot of people who are Christians? Is it possible that you are taking a study called eschatology, end time phenomena, prophesied by Daniel, prophesied by Isaiah, subject to the Olivet Discourse, subject to the book of Revelation? It does talk about kind of things that are going to come in judgment on the earth for Israel, the Antichrist, and those who are believers. Is it possible these things will probably come to truth, come to pass, but to use eschatology as a weapon of fear in order to get the people to act is not what the scriptures talk about.
That's correct. That's correct. You can't do it that way.
The fact of the matter is that in Christ we have liberty from those kinds of things which are going to befall the earth, because there's no condemnation for those who are in Christ. So it says. But to try to say that we are people who are subject to this condemnation is not a full understanding of eschatology.
I would agree with your statement. There is one thing, though. I love America. I'm only one person. I'm only human. I can make mistakes. I'm not perfect. God is perfect, as much as I know. I will say one thing, though. Keep reading the Bible. It'll just make your heart purer and purer. It'll also improve your prudence and improve your state of mind overall.
Would it be more possible to get further into Christ and get further into ourselves?
And let the world and all the good people in this country go to waste? No, sir, I cannot believe that, nor will I possibly ascribe to that in any way, shape, or form. Christ did not put us on this earth to die in a holocaust of fear from characteristic evil entities or people. No, sir, I cannot believe with that particular statement. I love Christ, but unfortunately I cannot believe that I can allow my fellow countrymen to go by the wayside. And I think actually it's a form of disinformation and government propaganda to believe it. Next. Yeah. Okay.
The Idaho Constitution has a provision for the militia. All able-bodied men between 18 and 45 years old will serve in the militia. That's in the Idaho Constitution.
Okay, I agree with it. In fact, I would extend it from the years of 18 years old to maybe your age, 70 or 75. I'm willing to do it. I'm up past the age of 45. Sorry, I don't believe in age limits. If I live to be 100, I'd like to do it. Yes, sir.
I'd like to give you a quotation from the Bible, Christ talking. It is Luke 19:27, and it says, "Bring those my people who do not want me to rule over them before me and slay them." And I always ask the people, does that mean love them to death? But the preachers don't preach it. And there's other quotations like that.
Yes, I've read such quotations. If I'm wrong, I will stand slain by God. Stand convicted. Maybe I have already been convicted. Yes, sir.
You tell us where the prison is in Idaho?
Near Coeur d'Alene.
What was that question?
Would you state the question again?
Where is the federal prison that you're talking about in Idaho?
Well, there's several federal prisons. There's a new one being built near Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. I don't know. I've never been out there, but I heard it's on the east side of the town of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Whatever. Man with a red shirt way in the back there. I don't. And I haven't heard about such things, but I'm sure there might be such things. There are things that were used against the Afghan people. There were things that looked like innocuous toys, and there were high explosives that killed a lot of people. You can bet your bottom dollar that this is some form of a setup of American people's rights, without question. Yes, I believe that too. The U.S. Navy presently spends about 1/16 of the entire black budget allocated to them on psychological programming techniques through the RAND Corporation. Next question. This lady. Okay. I can only take one more question, so this way.
The ones that, were victims of these bombings who did. I don't really want to know.
I personally don't know the name of the person who did it, but...
it takes the government and let them start getting this other side of it. And
well, this is a difficult task, ma'am. The best thing that can be done, yes, I would say yes, that is true. We can get the word out. But it's better to get in groups of people and tell your friends the best that you know how to say it. And go from there. But other than that, yes, that would be the best thing. Right. Well, unfortunately, I'd like to say, yeah, go ahead, write everybody until the cows come home. But right now, as the way things are going, that might not be your best bet. You might be targeted as an extremist or something like that. Okay, last question. This is the last one. I'll be more than happy to speak to any area at any time. Thank you. May God bless each and every one of you and your families, too.